13 Action News. Good morning, Las Vegas.
Connectivity is not the only issue students ran into on the first day of school. New details from CCSD police after a hacker makes a violent threat. And slowing the spread of COVID-19, the new app that will notify you if you've been exposed to the virus. Plus, where North Las Vegas families can now go to get fresh food for free. And go Knights go when you can watch our boys take on the Canucks in the fight for the Stanley Cup. All right, good morning, Las Vegas. Thanks for watching or streaming us here on Good Morning Las Vegas. I'm Kalina Estrinos, and it's a First Alert Action Day, so let's go ahead and get things started with First Alert meteorologist Justin Bruce joining us live from home. You're going to be busy today. We have some heat. What else we have going on?
Well, we've got less humidity than the last few days. And that means less of a storm chance, so more sunshine should allow the temperature to max out this afternoon, probably close to 110 degrees in some neighborhoods. That's intense, especially for late August. We'll be already back up to 90 at 8 in the morning, 103 at noon, and 106 at 5 p.m. We'll be a bit breezy later today. This morning we have bottomed out in the upper 80s here in the valley. We'll hold on to the upper 80s for a couple of hours, but by the mid-afternoon we sizzle at 109 in Las Vegas, 107 in Pahrump, and 109 in Mesquite, 108 Boulder City, 107 in Summerlin, 108 in the Southern Highlands. Kalina, of course, we've been on the lookout for wildfire smoke all across the west for the last several days. Looks like we may see a little bit of that at times later this afternoon. So just a heads up to folks who have asthma or respiratory issues. We'll talk about temperatures and what they're going to do over the next few days in just a moment.
All right, Justin, thank you so much. We do have a crash reported this morning on Boulder Highway northbound right at Lamb. We have one right lane blocked off and then also a left lane off limits. So if you're going to be traveling through that area, you will see that. Other than that, some of the red that you're seeing right now, that's some just ghost traffic. It's not existent, so everything else is up to top speeds right now and nothing major going on. Time now 5:01. A man is in critical condition after being shot overnight. It happened just before 2 a.m. near Jones and Twain. Police responded to a call about gunshots and someone screaming for help. That's when they found the man. Now he was taken to the hospital. Right now, police haven't said anything about a motive or possible suspects. Well, CCSD is hoping for smoother sailing on day 2 of distance learning. Problems with the district's online learning app kept thousands of students from logging on. And to add to that, a hacker interrupted a middle school class, making a violent threat. 13 Action News reporter Kelsey McFarland is live outside of the school district's headquarters this morning to explain what happened. Kelsey.
Yeah, Kalina, students, teachers, and parents all expressing frustration over the internet troubles. And to add on to that, CCSD police confirmed that a hacker tapped into a virtual classroom of Walter Johnson Junior High School. Now, CCSD police say the hacker made a violent threat against the school and then logged out. Sergeant Brian Zink says the hacker has been identified as a former student of the school, but they're not sure how the student was able to get in. Adding to the chaos of the first day, some students and teachers were locked out of their virtual classrooms for hours.
I couldn't log into Canvas at all. It gave me an error message, and my families were already messaging me.
Canvas, the learning app teachers and students use, says it had a nationwide outage. The company issued a statement saying they saw a 70% increase in users and that they've addressed the problem with the Clark County School District. It's not clear just how many CCSD students were able to log on by the end of the day, but if you continue to see issues with Canvas or any of the apps that you need for online learning, CCSD suggests calling the Family Support Center through Connecting Kids Nevada. They'll help you navigate the app. Reporting live, I'm Kelsey McFarland, 13 Action News.
All right, Kelsey, thank you so much. The district says they still need to get in contact with 68,000 students and connect more than 20,000 of them to devices or internet access. Now, if your family still hasn't been connected to the internet or you need a Chromebook, you can reach out to the Family Support Center. That number right now is on your screen. We also have information on our website, ktmv.com. Well, a second person at Bishop Gorman High School has tested positive for COVID-19. The school's principal says there's no proof the person contracted the virus at the school. There's also no known connection to the positive case reported last week. Now, students who came in contact with the person will be distance learning for the next 2 weeks. 1,200 Nevadans have now died from COVID-19. According to the state health department, there are now more than 66,000 cases in Nevada. The total number of positive tests now climbing slightly. It's now 10.6%. And of the 5,100 tests processed in the last day, more than 11% came back positive. A new smartphone app could help slow the spread of COVID-19. 13 Action News anchor Marissa Kinnison is live right now at Cashman Field to break down how the technology is now being used for contact tracing. Marissa?
Polina, Governor Sisolak has been stressing for months how important contact tracing is. He will actually be at Cashman Center later today to tour the testing facility. The health district and the state's COVID-19 task force is encouraging everyone to download COVID Trace. The app was created by State Health Department. Once you download it, you'll opt into the exposure notification system. Your phone and surrounding phones will work through Bluetooth to check for any user associated with a positive COVID-19 case. If there's a match, the app will notify you with further instructions on what to do to stay safe. Now, I just checked out the app in the App Store. It does say the user will stay private, and the app has no way of knowing your name or your location. Many companies across the valley, including hotels and casinos on the Strip, are encouraging employees to download the app. The state's resort industry will be encouraging their guests and employees to use it too. So if you do want to download it, again, it's called COVID Trace, and you can get it in the App Store. It is for free for anybody with an iOS or Android phone. Marissa Kinnison, 13 Action News.
All right, Marissa, thank you so much. Today, the woman accused of hitting and killing 2 teen girls will face a judge once again. Ebony Whitaker's preliminary hearing is set for this morning. Police say she was impaired when she hit the girls while they were crossing the street earlier this month. Traffic cam video shows Whitaker crashing her SUV into a tree shortly after. She's facing multiple charges, including DUI resulting in death. Today, the parents accused of killing their 1-year-old son after driving recklessly will also be in court. Last week, they pleaded not guilty. Police say Lauren Persia was driving drunk and speeding moments before the crash. They say she was racing the boy's father, Cameron Hubbard Jones. The dad is still in custody, but the mom is out on bail. Getting drunk drivers off our roads. Las Vegas Justice Court just received funding for their DUI treatment program. And coming up at 5:30 a.m., 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey will have more on how this grant will work to keep those accused of drunk driving from getting behind the wheel impaired. Today, 3 Square is opening up a new food distribution site in North Las Vegas. Texas Station will now offer drive-through food assistance every Tuesday starting at 8 a.m. until supplies last. That's located at 95 and Lake Mead. Texas Station is also a free drive-through COVID-19 site. Well, even though CCSD students are starting the school year virtually, it's still really important to keep your kids' eating schedule normal. Now, we spoke to a local dietitian about the importance of eating at the same time every day.
Establish meal and snack times with the entire family. So for example, when they wake up, maybe breakfast is at 8 o'clock and then their next meal or snack is a few hours later. So they're just not snacking or going to the kitchen, every few hours to be just snacking all day long.
She also suggests packing their lunch the night before so they're ready to go in the morning. Well, there are a few options for working parents to take advantage of now that school is back in session, and that includes Clark County Parks and Rec Centers, which has a school days program. It's $100 a week per child. You can drop off your kid at 7 a.m. and then pick them up at 6 p.m. The YMCA of Southern Nevada also has a similar program. This one is $150 a week, and you get a discount for each sibling. For more information for back to school, just head over to our website, ktnv.com. Today is game 2 for the Golden Knights in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. They're going to try to shut out the Vancouver Canucks just like they did on Sunday. Puck drops at 6:45 p.m. The Knights and Canucks will also play Thursday and Saturday with more games added if needed. All those games are played in Edmonton, Canada. Well, today is National Park Service Founders Day. It marks the 104th anniversary of the creation of the National Park Service. And to mark the anniversary, all national parks are free today, including Red Rock. The service now oversees 400 sites across all 50 states, U.S. territories, and Washington, D.C. They add up to 84 million acres. Wow. Well, Justin Bruce, considering the parks are free today, kind of curious, when is the best time to head outside to get this nature in?
Yeah, you may want to Google exactly what time the gates at Red Rock open, because it is going to heat up super quickly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, unless you're headed up beyond Red Rock toward Mount Charleston in the higher, cooler elevations, probably too toasty for a hike at Red Rock Canyon. Could be a fun drive, though, around the scenic loop. Look at the heat today, 109 degrees. So the humidity has dropped. That means the storm chances have gone away, but that allows the heat to dominate. 108 Kalina on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll look for better temperatures in the 7-day planner.
Another death is being connected to 1 October, nearly 3 years after the shooting. This morning, we remember Kimberly Gervais. And tackling climate change in the Silver State, the new initiative launched by Governor Steve Sisolak. Plus,
we needed to do something more, that we needed to bring more resources to our girls.
a new school looking to help young girls find their voice. A look at the journey organizers took to create a place for female empowerment.